starring Josh McCombs as Little Josh and Bob Lukasiak as Big Josh. Written, directed, and produced by Jeff McCombs and Bob Lukasiak. A parent came to me the other day and asked,
"What do you think about the dope problem?"
I said,
Definitely we have too many dopes.
I think one of the main reasons we have a drug problem is because we have all these drug stores. We sell
Drugs.
open all night,
Drugs.
discount.
Drugs.
It's the biggest thing on the sign.
Drugs.
And look at this pharmacist. He's stoned on something. Ever wonder why he can never fill your prescription right away? He always gives you one of these.
Better come back in about an hour, man. I can't even read the labels.
He's experimenting with something back there. Drugs are big business. Drug companies got us this way, and they want to keep us this way. Americans refuse to experience pain, no matter what the drawbacks or side effects. We learn to take something for every malady. This is just the beginning of the problem, the legal drugs. We are introduced to drugs at a very early age. The first drug we are usually introduced to is disguised with a saint's name to throw us off.
All right, son, St. Joseph. 2 nice little orange tablets. There'll be other colors later.
For teething, we get gels or paregoric. We get a cold, we get cough medicine. For upset stomach, we take Pepto-Bismol. You get diarrhea?
There's a drug for that, too.
You don't eat right? They give you vitamins. For eye infections, you get eye drops. If you're feeling blue, Mom fixes your favorite meal and food becomes a drug. There are dozens of drugs for immunizations. We have learned to take drugs all our lives to make us feel better or more secure. Then comes adolescence, and we go through one of our most painful experiences, peer pressure and socialization. We want to be popular, say the right thing, wear the right thing, and be accepted. Many times, though, we can turn out quite the opposite, a tongue-tied, rejected nerd. There is no legal drug for this most painful experience. Many kids take illegal social drugs to be accepted and ease the pain. One of the first drugs most kids try is alcohol. 50% of all traffic deaths, 40% of all arrests, 50% of first admissions to mental institutions, gout, high blood pressure, diabetes, cirrhosis, and divorce can all be attributed to alcohol. That's why, when someone comes to my house that I don't like, I say,
Have a drink?
one of the more serious problems a drinker may face is being arrested for driving under the influence.
Well, I was driving in my car. I had just left local bar. I had one too many beers. My mind was in another hemisphere. Then a blue light flashed and a siren pierced my ears. Well, I got those DUI blues. I keep on paying my dues. I long for a Sunday car cruise. Here comes the man in blue. DUI blues. Tried to walk straight, touch my nose, but I fell down, went comatose. Hey boy, ain't you got no sense? You're driving under the influence. Spent the night in jail, made bail, got some legal defense. Well, I got those DUI blues. I keep on paying my dues. I long for a Sunday car cruise. I blew a 22. DUI blues. Well, I was standing before the judge. I begged and pleaded. Judge wouldn't budge. Paid the cost, paid the fine, paid the lawyer too. I even paid to go to drunk driving school. It seemed so harsh and cruel for breaking just one rule. Looking back now on my fault, I never drive in, drink alcohol. Although I spent quite a few dollars and cents, even though I've been so inconvenienced, I just thank the Lord every day I didn't kill on our nation's highway. Well, I got those DUI blues. I keep on paying my dues. I long for a Sunday car cruise. Don't mix gas and booze. DUI blues.
Another popular social drug is marijuana. Marijuana is used by drying and chopping the leaves and tops of the plant and rolling them into cigarettes called joints. Marijuana may make you forget where you are and what you're doing. Let's see, where was I? This is my dog Eric. No, excuse me, this is the drug show, not the dog show. Is it dangerous? Many people forget marijuana's original use, which was to make rope. Beware, don't get hung up on it. One side effect is dry mouth, or as it is commonly called, cotton mouth. Also, you may notice a slight weight gain because
everything tastes better with marijuana on it.
Commonly called the munchies. Another popular drug is coffee. Although legal and at the low end of the speed spectrum, it's still an upper. Think of all the people you know who can't get their day started without their morning cup of coffee. Mrs. Coffee on TV never told you about the mild speed lift you get because she's shooting up freeze-dried instant. Amphetamines have a similar, yet much stronger effect than coffee. You may have been introduced to this drug when your mother went to the doctor to lose weight. Often the doctor will prescribe amphetamines to keep her on her diet. What mother found out was not only did they help her lose weight, but they also made her grind her teeth and feel real good. Many athletes are on amphetamines. Remember when being up for the game was a sort of spiritual thing? Now ask an athlete if he's up for the game, and he's likely to say,
"Been up all week, man!"
Hallucinogens are drugs such as LSD, mescaline, and psilocybin, which cause distortions in time and space. They may make you experience things that aren't really happening, like Pac-Man eating you for dinner. This may cause strange-looking offspring, delusions of invulnerability, or poor judgments. Barbiturates are man-made drugs which have a depressant action on the central nervous system. They cause slurred speech and thick tongue. When mixed with alcohol, 1 + 1 equals more than 2. An intoxicated downhead acts like a drunk and may suddenly become sleepy and nod off. Cocaine or coke is a stimulant that grows on coke bushes. You pick the coke from the coke bush, stick the coke in one nostril, close off the other nostril, and snort. A word of warning, though, several drownings have been reported. In addition, coke may alter the appearance of your nose. Deliriants are chemicals which give off vapors such as gasoline, airplane glue, varnish, shellac, or nail polish remover, and when inhaled, produce symptoms similar to intoxication. Beware if you know someone who spends all their time working on models but only finishes one a year. Or if you know a painter who breathes more paint than he brushes. Deliriants can create a mindless state leading to suffocation from the use of plastic bags in an effort to obtain the desired effect. Heroin is a depressant drug that comes from the opium poppy and is usually injected directly into the vein. The body builds a tolerance to the drug and needs larger and larger doses. One danger is that the user never knows what the drug is cut with. Users become passive and listless, with some making a permanent change in residence. It's not too funny, is it? What do you do if someone you know is abusing drugs? One of the best facilities available is the local mental health center. Many people are hesitant to contact the mental health center because of misconceptions. One misconception is that only crazy people go there. This is not true as depicted here. Another is that if the mental health staff thinks you're crazy, they'll restrain and keep you. You may fear that people will see you walk in and will make fun of you for needing help. As you can plainly see, none of these myths are true. What about treatment? Many people make drug users feel guilty, use scare tactics, or try to punish them. These methods are usually ineffective. The best thing to do is try to help them. At the Mental Health Center, we usually work on 3 problem areas that most drug abusers have in common: assertion, self-confidence, and interest. First, lack of assertion. We try to teach each individual to take up for himself and not let others abuse his rights as a human being. Second, low self-confidence. Most drug abusers have no self-confidence. They often feel so low they have to look up to see their toes. And they don't like themselves very much either. We also help abusers set up goals. Easy ones at first, so they can feel successful and begin to have a feeling of accomplishment. And finally, lack of interest. Many people have no interest, so they get their kicks from drugs and alcohol. One culprit can be television when used as an audiovisual drug. We encourage clients to develop hobbies and interests free from alcohol and drugs. So, if someone you know has an alcohol or drug problem, please contact your local mental health center. This is Bob and Jeff signing off and saying,
We're hoping you're coping.